Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. For those who have watched our first and our second episode, we have finally reached our very third episode of presented to you by Ballocks Studios, where football nutmegs none other than the fucking nonsense. So, joining me, obviously, I am Matt, your host, and of course, Sharif. Once again, thanks for joining in, man. For those who have tuned in to the first and second episode, of course, you are quite familiar with Sharif and our very special guest. I'm going to avoid calling guest here. So we have a very good friend of mine. If you have tuned in the very first and the second episode, I always ended by talking about a very funny football fan I have who happens to be a staunch Newcastle United supporter. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Kuhan all the
Hello,
way, all the way from
hello.
guys, all the way from Amsterdam, man. So I really got to give it to you.
Amsterdam,
Are
Amsterdam,
you in,
not Amsterdam.
you are now
I'm
currently in
I was
Amsterdam, or
I was in Amsterdam. Now I'm back in Dusseldorf.
right, Germany.
Where is it? Belgium.
That's those are
That's Germany.
Germany.
Germany. Right. Okay, so yeah, for those who have tuned in, thank you very much. Of course, if you are new to this channel, the usual stuff. I'm gonna just repeat myself over and over again, guys. Just like and subscribe. If you want to drop your comments, feel free, drop it down low and all that stuff. So of course, we in our third episode we have a couple of topics lined up. Of course, here goes. Well, there's going to be definitely some rantings, obviously, but of course, before we get into all those rantings, right? So we're going to talk about, before we get into all the agendas, well, yes, do I dare call this season the season of hijacks? So we're going to talk about some of the hijacking topics here as well, from Spurs, Chelsea, Newcastle, obviously, yeah. and of course, Man United and all this stuff, right? So of course, before we get into all that, I just want to bring up about the match in the midweek between Grimsby Town and Manchester United. So Sharif or Kuhan, well, to all the viewers, I think you guys could be very lucky. Neither me or Sharif actually watched the game.
I did.
So,
I did.
Yeah.
and we
So
have
go ahead, take it.
I did.
So-
I did.
I don't know, guys. I am just, well, I was fuming about the game. I'm fucking fuming about the game, right? On how, we went down 2-0 and then, yeah, we managed to come back 2-2, and the next thing, penalties, booyah, there you have it, right? So, guys, take it away, man. I just want to hear your thoughts instead. So tell us, man.
Well,
Go ahead,
it's
go
the
ahead.
second round. It's the second round, so there's no VAR. So the third goal by Grimsby is actually a goal, I think. But
Yep.
I think there was a lot of nice fouls, old school stuff that the referee cannot see. So yeah, it was pretty good. When I started watching, it was 2-0 down actually, and then
Mhm.
I think it was not a full MU squad. And then later on, the second half, Ruben changed the team, and then the big guns came. And then I had a suspicion that I always believe that Maguire saves the day.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's
Harry
not the first time.
Maguire.
It's not the first time, and Grimsby Town was playing like 2000s football. You pakai wing, go left, right, just contain.
Yeah.
They didn't do man to man. They didn't do a lot of these normal things we are seeing now in EPL. So the standard is a bit low, lah.
Different,
But
yeah.
the penalties was amazing, and I'm surprised that Sesko. Sorry, typo.
Type
Sesko.
autocorrect.
Autocorrect. So Sesko was the 10th penalty taker, I think.
Yeah,
Which says a lot about confidence. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well,
Sharif, you tell me, man, Sharif.
speaking about Tesco, I like when you brought in Tesco, right? There is one player, I think, is it the captain or vice captain of Grimsby Town, part-time working at Tesco, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I ain't kidding, man. I ain't kidding.
Yeah.
Bro.
Seriously.
Serious.
They are League 2. They are like
They
three
are League
teams
2,
below.
bro. Let me paint the picture first before we dive into how Grimsby and Man United take Selangor lah, bro. Take Selangor because Selangor also I feel like MU right now. Okay. Or maybe MU like Selangor. And then like Malaysia suddenly you have like a club called, maybe I don't know, Jabatan Perikanan Malaysia or something. No offense to Jabatan Perikanan Malaysia start up a football, and you can imagine those players are all, they have their day jobs, and then night, jom lah kita play together football. You guys pernah play football, time sekolah ke, university ke, and then they build up the club. It's a community club lah. It's like, you get what I'm trying to say. It's a community club. It's a very attached club to the Grimsby town itself, right? So you could imagine Selangor playing with Jabatan Perikanan Malaysia, and you have Selangor who has what full-time football players. From morning you have training, and then evening you have your conditioning, and then all those stuff and everything. Your with MU, you have your food being taken care by your chef, bro. The new Carrington, 50 million Carrington, even the urinal. I know I'm not being disgusting. Even the urinal has a sensor that tells your body composition, what is lacking to the
You
players
for
itself.
real?
Wow.
I'm,
Really?
I exactly. I'm telling you that's how they've been taken. The MU players have
Bumbung
been
dah
taken
tukar
care.
ke?
Bumbung. Dah. It Carrington
Itu
dulu. Nanti kita
that
cerita.
one Old Trafford, bro.
Old Trafford,
Kita
Old Trafford.
Old Trafford. They will have a new stadium lah. But then
Training ground
Bumbung.
lah, training ground yang power.
So what I'm trying to say is the facilities that these players get. And then with the players that they are playing in the league too. I mean, like what? I was utterly surprised. I didn't watch the game because it's really early. I think it's 4:30 a.m. outside, right, Matt? And
Mhm.
and I had I had something in the morning that I had to attend with at 9, so I couldn't join. But I was really shocked, man, when I opened when I actually didn't check. I suddenly got a notification, bloop, 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 those stuff,
Mhm.
and then it's from the MU app and everything, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh, hold on, 2-2. Okay, maybe I don't know. Then I saw penalties, like half week and everything. Oh, okay, maybe MU went away with penalty. But then I was like, sampai penalty, eh? Then I read properly, MU got booted off by Grimsby Town, 12-11 on
Those guys made
penalties.
history, man.
Correct. And then
But they did it before, I think 25 years ago to
yeah,
Liverpool, if
75
I'm
years
not
ago.
mistaken.
75 years ago. Yeah.
75
75.
years. Yes,
75
No, but
years ago.
the
years
That's
ago.
giant killing part was, I think they did it to Liverpool before, I think.
oh, okay. So they are
25
giant
years
killers,
ago. I mean, I think I've known no one else lah.
So I was saying, man, then I thought, okay, maybe this one, maybe under 18 play, John Obi Martin or whatever his name is, and then you have Collier, you have Seido Kone will play. I thought those players are playing with due respect. But even though I know Kuhan, you said that the first half was was second string, and then the
Yeah.
second half big guns. But if you see Aiden, okay, let me see the only maybe non 11 or normal routine players is Fredrickson, which is on the right center back, right?
Mhm. Yep.
That's one, and then who? That's all. Others are the normal players, man. Sesko at the top, and then you have Cunha
Kunya.
with Ahmad playing number 10, and then
Yeah.
you have Dogru and Dalo, right? And then you
But no,
have
no Bruno though. No Bruno. That's
He came in
the
second half, what?
he came in second.
yeah,
And he
but guys, but don't that team should win, man. That team
I
should
mean,
win.
on paper, that team should win. Like Bruno played. I saw him playing like right wing back
46.
actually.
Yeah, that after I think when
That
he came in for Ahmad, right? And then later on when Mount came in and everything, yeah, I think I don't think so. They are still playing three centre backs. I think they are playing like I do not know 1, 2, or 5 or something lah.
No.
Yeah.
I think the formation was a bit more. No. It was three. I think throughout it was three. I think I don't think he changed. So
Okay.
I saw Bruno playing wing back actually, and then he coming in the
Uh,
middle doing the the TAA kind of thing style. It was
and
very
and
weird.
and here we go again lah about Bruno Fernandes. Here
Mm.
we go again. It's like, okay, I think Bang, you were talking about it, right? The moment when he was coming into the cup, when he was being subbed in, right? Going to the right wing, the body language,
A lot
the
his body language. Yeah.
mm.
The
And I
penalty also when he was taking
and
dua
I
kali dia
ranted
ambil.
and I was ranting about this in our previous
Mm.
episode. Like once again, like you're the fucking captain, you know. And if I position myself in the team, although I'm not a pro player lah, not a pro player or what lah, but if I'm positioning myself in that squad with a captain, a leader like Bruno Fernandes, who is, you know, showing that sort of vibe, bringing that vibe to the team. Believe me, you can even be in the Barcelona team, man. You can even be in Atletico or even fucking Real Madrid. Who
I
fucking team
mean,
is just gonna crumble. Really?
but but to be fair, I mean, we all have worked before outside for bosses who are, or so-called team leaders and all these things.
Mm-hmm.
All, I mean, macam-macam ada kan. I mean, so the Bruno character is not that uncommon.
Exactly, right? So, but yeah, again, now I mean, we've ranted about it and all that, right? So,
Yeah,
but
but
of course, yeah, you were
yeah,
saying, Sharif.
I know. We spoke about this, right, Matt, about Bruno's character. But
Mhm.
after looking at what, again, maybe I jumping into I'm trying to make it fast, but what do you call it? Because you touch this, and maybe I'm trying to talk
Let me
about
guess,
this.
you're gonna
Maybe
talk about Bruno Gomes.
no. I want to talk about Ruben Amorim, right? If you look at
Okay,
his
sorry.
at his emotional, I will say emotional, or maybe rage
Mhm.
interview that or post match that he had with Grimsby, and then I just watched the
Yeah, earlier,
press conference that he had.
very
Bro,
smiling,
remember the like bipolar ke apa, bro? He was
bipolar.
like
Yeah,
smiling, he was like
yeah.
smiling, and then say, "Oh, that's me. I love and hate." So Matt, now when I see this, I see. Then I understand why player are behaving like, and why it licensed to Bruno behaving like that, right? I understand he's a little bit emotional. He's a little bit what they call that? Not little bit a lot
Oh,
Who?
You
Bruno?
yep.
Bruno, yeah, Bruno.
Entitled?
And entitled, I
You're
will
the
not go.
captain. You're the
Uh,
fucking
mm,
captain. Watch that.
why
Simple.
I mean,
why you say entitled, Kuhan? Let's hear.
I
Yeah. In
don't
fact,
know.
you should. Yeah.
Sometimes,
Why?
I mean, I feel that there are very few captains. I mean, there's a lot of captains out there. Some
Mm,
like by example, Fernando Hierro, not the
mm.
most. Oh, this is really old, right? Fernando Hierro, the Real Madrid captain, I think.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's old school. You don't do much, and then there's Roy
Mm.
Keane, and who's very authoritative and very
Yeah.
and then I mean, I don't. I mean, as a Newcastle fan, I don't consider Sherry as a good captain, to be honest with you,
Mhm.
because I think it does nothing. But Bruno is very peculiar. He's like the
Mm,
spoiled kid become the captain. You
mm,
know what I mean? Not?
mm.
That's the vibe I get, lah.
Yeah. I
But
think. Yeah. Go ahead.
but last one. Who do you think is the best United captain now from the current squad? Who can be a captain?
Yeah, we've had this talk. We've spoke about this before.
It
Who else
after
can?
looking at the game in Grimsby, and it was Harry Maguire the captain, right? And it's a silent captain. I hate that captain like that, right? I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I spoke about Bruno, about being, especially being. I was really upset when he was being triggered on the penalty itself. I mean, uh, that is why that's why I try to relate to Amorim as well. Amorim also, says that he
Emotional.
should not, he should not behave like that. I mean, it gets to him something like that, and some, even he said that sometimes I really hate my players, sometimes I
Hmm,
really love
hmm, hmm.
them, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then so it's like bapa anak punya relationship. Sometimes aku anak
but
pun.
but but I want to make a point here actually.
Mhm.
Amorim is 40 years old,
Yep.
Yeah,
so he is young and he
young,
is
yeah.
coming from the new generation of men who are not
Mm,
exactly your men's men, Alex Ferguson, Sam
mm,
Allardyce, and
mm.
Mhm.
on your face kind of manager. This is more like you have to touch your emotional self first.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Mm.
came out wrong, but
but but again, at least a little slight, maybe I was was a bit okay lah. Luckily he did not touch on players. Luckily he didn't say stupid Onana. If I'm
Hmm.
gonna know, like how Jose did, how Antonio Conte did,
Yep.
or
but they are
how
still effective managers.
I know that,
Yeah.
but that that when you do that, that's no rectifying back. That's no reset back. No, that's no
Yep, yep,
containment on
yep.
what you said, right? What
Mm-hmm.
I think right now after what happened, and then I think on Friday or Thursday that Ruben came in, I think the board sat him and everything, and then maybe sat him down and then say that we need to clean this, we need to contain this and everything, and that's why he was in there, giggling, smiling, and
Yeah, yeah, I
I
was
think it
very
was a
chirpy
little
today.
yeah, I think it was a little bit over, right? And but
Overdone.
he was yeah, but he was honest lah. I think that's what, and he's been saying that even he says Matt,
Mm-hmm.
one day I want to resign, one day I want to be here for 20 years and everything,
Yep,
right?
yep, yep.
So and he also said that that's something that he needs to work on and everything. And because of this, that's why I try to. Because of this, I don't feel it can. How I say, he cannot question Bruno behaving like that. You see, because him himself as a manager is behaving emotional like
He's
that, right?
similarly
Like like
behaving like
like
that.
like the
So
when he does not want to watch at all a penalty, where he literally
Yeah, that
sulks,
that
bro.
was weird.
Ah
I mean,
ah
and the,
it's
the
so
the
weird.
the optics were so bad. He was like
yeah
hiding himself and then waiting. I'm like,
exactly
dude, like
ah
grow some.
So
ah
so
ex-
the
exactly
so the
that,
magnet
that
thing was before the penalty lah.
but the magnet
Before. No, no, that
thing,
was during
okay,
the tactic lah.
the magnet thing, I think it's over. I think media trying to do, and
That's
I
it.
was then I was
It's
sad.
fine.
I mean it became a meme. He playing Lego DJ and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
He became a
Uh,
meme already, actually.
just for the record, he did that for Leon, but no one said about that because what happened to Leon? He
Because
managed
he's
to won.
losing here lah. Yeah.
Because he lose that. But
Oh,
I
but
understand.
I
Yeah,
understand that it's fine, managers' behavior in the touchline and everything, but then
Mm-hmm.
not seeing the penalty, that
yeah,
gets
yeah.
me actually. I
And,
mean,
and,
like,
and, and, and I agree with you. You're not seeing like you turn around, but the way you hide
yeah,
yourself, like you
literally hiding.
like you literally like
Takut.
I will say almost crying, bro. Like you like
Mm.
meraju. I was like, oh, luckily he did not straight away walk out from the pitch, or something like that, or
Mm-hmm.
make it much more. Like Jose suddenly walk out after before five
Yeah, yeah,
minutes.
yeah,
Jose
yeah,
will
yeah.
do Jose stuff, lah. And by the way,
Correct.
Jose got sacked as well, right? So that's also another topic as
And
well.
Yeah. Hey, by the way,
not just Jose Mourinho, huh? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
That one
hey,
lah.
dude,
I
semua kena
hopefully
sack, all kena
may,
slack.
all gonna sack maybe for MU maybe got another vacancy. Then okay, we sack ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, he sounded like he was going to resign, right? I mean, that's what the media thought
Exactly.
actually.
Yeah.
But no way is he going to resign from MU lah. He wants to get sacked if he wants to get sacked because
Yeah,
the
exactly.
compensation is a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like it
exactly.
I
doesn't make money sense.
yeah I
Yep.
I earlier I may agree with what you said, Kuhan, but looking at, because this is not the first time he said this. No, previously I think was it a game with I forgot which game in PL, and then we didn't turn up, and then he said, I can live here without any compensation, right? Because
Oh yes, he did say. Yeah, Ruben did say that.
and
Yeah.
yeah, he did say that. I think once he said that you guys want me. All right, I did not came here, right? That's one. The second time he said about the compensation, right? And of course the MU is the worst history and everything. And guys, I do not know, maybe Matt, do you know
Mm.
this? When he one of the interviews that he did not say which interviews or press conference that he said out of his out of context. Sir
Mm.
Alex called him, bro. Sir Alex called him, and Sir
Hmm.
Alex said to him, bro, I understand where you are. This was also how I felt when I was in the first 3 years with MU as well. I was really, he said, imagine I'm Scottish. I almost want to curse at TV. You can imagine, right? You can imagine, right?
But
Sir Alex, being raised,
hey,
everything.
but to be fair, every new manager which coming is like how
Uh,
Ferguson first came.
Yeah, yeah. I,
yeah.
I agree.
So
I agree.
Mm.
Correct. So yeah. So of course, what moving on to the next one is, of course, with all whatever has been going on, what's next, man? For Amorim, Man United,
next,
what is next? I
they must
mean,
win. They must win Burnley.
yeah, but I
Yep.
mean, okay, lah. So the media is going berserk in the sense of like they are having as usual speculating that regardless, not win lah. If it's another loss against Burnley, yeah, he might get the boot. So that's
No,
what.
they can't sack him.
They can't. Well,
I I, I
yeah,
I agree.
exactly.
Can't
I
sack him.
agree. Ken. Okay, I want to hear why you think they can't sack him. Go ahead.
Because they spent like 200 million on like firepower. I mean, like without any tactics, you just put like three or four of them, then they will score one or two. Like without
Mm,
like zero, you just put them
Mm-hmm.
and then just go ring and let's see what happens.
mm,
And
Mm-hmm.
second thing is, it's just so early on the season
mm,
actually.
I agree with your second point. Yes, it's a bit too early. It's yeah, I
Yeah.
know we are all fuming, right? Because I mean minusing you lah, Kuhan. I don't think you're fuming. On the side note, it'd be like,
he's
yes, lah,
enjoying. He's
United is
enjoying.
going.
Well, I mean, I have to say it's tough being you guys. I mean, like it's really tough.
We still
I
can.
mean, like no, I mean, but there is nostalgia in this. Huh? I have
Mm,
seen the bunch of Liverpool fans also like this.
mm,
So the difference is now they are not having a dynasty like MU. So
yeah.
that's the
Thank
difference.
you
That's
for
the
thank
difference.
you for saying that.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying. Now, guys. I think this is why I feel why Ruben cannot get sacked. Right. Let me tell you how much effort that this is my point of view, and then you guys agree or disagree. Please add on. Right. You see,
Mhm.
it all started when Ineos came in, right? And again as well, I kind of 50-50. Is it too early in the season after 3 games? And that I felt the first decision making was not right. That Ineos took long to sack Ten Hag. After the FA Cup, memang patut dah kena sack lah. But they,
Mm.
We
okay,
were
give
talking
time
about
lah.
it. Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah,
agree. We
yeah.
should have
But
sacked him that
and
time.
then
Yeah.
when you started the season, I think there's also a feeling. Alamak, if I sack 3 or 4 games in, this will not look good for me. That's first point. That's first point.
Mm.
So meaning when they came in, that was their first mistake, right? And the second, this is the biggest mistake that I've been telling to you, Matt.
Mm.
And I like you are here, Kuhan, because your ex sporting director, Dan Ashton.
Oh, then Ashworth. Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
So you see how much of effort. Let me let me try to break
Effort. Huh?
this down. One thing Newcastle was reluctant to let Dan out, right? Okay, and then the United paid the 20 million, and then need to wait almost 1.5 year
Confirm
to get.
20 million. It's really 20 million they paid.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Maybe the balloon. I don't know why
That's
balloon
why
came
even the
from.
balloons are coming.
Why balloon?
Yeah, celebrating your 20
Because
million.
you
Bro.
showed peace. Because
I
you
didn't
showed
know
peace.
such things.
Balloons came up. See, 20 fucking million. They
20 million.
chased
20
Dan
million for a
Ashworth for
sporting.
one
That's
bloody
good
year.
business.
Yes,
It
exactly.
is. It is.
And bukan terus dapat, bro. It's like you. This is the longest.
8 bulan.
This is longest courier to sampai kau. I don't know sampai
Exactly.
to Yati because they have to wait garden leave. After 8 months in that role, took him only 3 months to get
5.
sacked.
I
5.
think 5. I think it was 5. Whatever.
5,
I
3
think
doesn't matter, right?
no. I
It's a
understand, Mike.
sacking.
I understand where you say 5 because he came in before the season, but he started officially
Oh
on July
yes,
1st.
yes. Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
Yes, he
You're right.
started officially on July 1st, and that's where he was, structuring who to buy and everything, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And that time
Mm-hmm.
he also was part of it, whether to sack Ten Hag or not, right?
Yeah.
And maybe he was a bit veto that we should continue Ten Hag. I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
giving
Yeah.
some, and
Mm.
maybe that got maybe built up a bit. Alamak, this guy. Supposedly, what was against the board and everything. And after 3 months, he got put. This is what's the conversation. I mean, this is what I gather when hearing people say and everything, right? The reason that he got booted up because he could not nominate the replacement for Ten Hag outside from his circle. Meaning,
Oh.
he only could able to nominate managers that he has been worked with FA, which is our Gareth Southgate lah, and also English managers like Thomas
Which
Frank
is
and
Eddie Howe lah.
Eddie Howe, Thomas
Eddie Howe,
Frank,
Thomas Frank, yes.
and also Harry Potter lah, Graham Potter as well, right? So the Ineos spot was a little bit one, maybe he fought for Eric Ten Hag, and that's where they make the first mistake. And then the second one was this lah, he could not name a better manager or maybe a much more bigger scope than where he is working with. The scope macam kawan-kawan dia saja. Tak ada, there's no one outside, right?
Yep.
And when we ask,
Wait.
there was
Give me a sec. I want to clarify one thing. So he doesn't know how to take a manager from outside of his circle, or he's only forced to take within his circle by the management.
he
I'm confused now.
he did not have the much information on the managers outside of it.
Limited lah.
So he for example I'm Dan Ashworth, right? I'm talking about maybe K Rajagopal and everything, oh, this guy he know how to do this.
By the way, Malaysian legend, K Rajagopal. I think
yeah.
the only person who won something for us.
My senior, my school senior, bro. My school senior, bro.
Yes,
Yes,
My school staff.
the best part, and he played with full blood Malaysian people. Just have to say that.
I know. That's another topic.
Another topic. I just have to say that, man. When you mentioned the name K Rajagopal.
Yeah, so imagine me, imagine if the FAM, having me as a technical, and then I only name people that around me like K Rajagopal, Zainal Abidin, or all those stuff, and
Matthew.
nothing. Matthew Kumar, someone. But when they give, okay, how about this guy from Australia? How did this guy from playing for Seoul Manager? I don't have much to say. And that's why they say, alamak, I believe you mahal, but you got nothing to say, right?
But not continental lah. He's not continental. Very UK
then,
based.
Then he was also not what they call it, supporting Ruben Amorim as well. He feels that Ruben Amorim will struggle because he's not part of that, right? So this is where I say why they couldn't sack, because you sack Dan Ashworth to bring Ruben Amorim in.
Oh. But to be fair, if you look at Dan Ashworth's player and what he did for Newcastle, I mean Newcastle is heavily English based as well. But they got a lot of raw gems. I mean, no one knew Bruno Guimaraes. No one knew Isak as well. I mean,
I agree.
not very
I agree.
prolific before Newcastle. I mean, there's so many players they bought, and I don't know whether to believe that his knowledge is maybe for managers is limited lah, because he worked with the English FA. But I think when it comes to players, it's more wider, I think.
And I 100% agree with you. And maybe this a little bit going out of scope, and that is why I feel that most of the hijack, maybe the topic of hijack, that Newcastle couldn't get the players because they are missing Dan Ashworth. Bro, Newcastle did not qualify for Champions League but can bring Tonali and Kieran Trippier in. Tell me about that. Who brought in those?
Kieran Trippier was easy. They were in a relegation battle. They needed right
was
back.
Was he in Atletico Madrid?
Exactly. Yeah, he was a champion. He was a La Liga champion, and he wanted to come back to the UK. He wanted to come back to the UK, so that was one of the reasons.
Yeah, and rindu negara.
But I know I know there's but I know there's also a miss of certain English Cup was playing. If I'm not mistaken, City was also in there, Chelsea was also in there, but he managed to bring in Kieran Trippier, bro. Even
paying him quite high actually. Kieran Trippier was paid high. Those buy was because of the Saudi money.
But still he managed to attract players, right? Even I feel what they call it for Sesko, right? They are offering Sesko higher than MU, right? But somehow Sesko wants
to play
Sesko
higher.
Yes. So I'm just giving up, right? If Dan Ashworth was in Newcastle, I don't think so. Then Sesko will come to Man United.
Really? I think so. Oh my god. I don't think so though.
You really?
I think that, you see, like, they are fans of club, and MU, because of the fan base they built for that during the Sir Alex Ferguson time, so people tend to join the club which they like. Exactly what Alan Shearer did. He rejected MU to join Newcastle actually, and Newcastle was not big at all that time.
Yep.
I mean, they were rich, but they were not big. They were just promoted like 4 seasons or something like that actually. So this is the thing actually. I think Sesko was just because he's a fan of MU, or that's what he made us to believe lah.
Let's see lah. So coming back lah. That is why I feel if Ruben Amorim resign, or if the Ineos board directors sack Amorim, that's it, man. I think if you let go Amorim, whether it's mutual understanding and everything, they should move out, because from day one they have been making mistakes after mistake after mistake.
Correct.
And I dare to see.
You see, didn't Ineos go through that with Nice, the club they own?
Exactly.
They went through that in 6 seasons. What is it, 5 or 6 seasons? Fucking 4 to 5 different managers, man.
Correct. and
Yeah.
I
So
dare to say, the reason why Ruben Amorim did not get sacked last season, his trend or his winning percentage was exactly
Yeah.
same with Gary Neville
correct.
at Valencia.
Wow. That's
Was
bad. That's
exactly
Yes.
bad.
same.
That's
I'm not putting anymore.
Apple to
And,
apple.
wow.
and I do feel the reason why he did not get the boot is because too many effort to bring him in, and if they admit that Ruben Amorim is mistake, it's a failure. Like I think they will get backlash from everywhere, from right,
But
and plus now you're investing 200 million and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
but
Matt, what you
to
said
be
as well. Yeah.
fair, the board members are never wrong. Every board members are never wrong. Every board members in the world are never wrong.
Well, let me give you an interesting also in scoop that I also read somewhere. When Liverpool was finding again, the board of Liverpool was finding a replacement for Jurgen Klopp, right? Ruben Amorim was in shortlist, Matt and Cohen.
Oh,
And you know what's the reason why they did not consider Ruben? It's not because of
Emo,
his
emo.
no, it's not because of his personality and everything. Because see how the technical directors, the sporting directors, the board of Liverpool was so good in their job that they know that if they bring Ruben Amorim in Liverpool, it will cost a fortune to change the Liverpool system to
Hmm.
fit his system. There
hmm.
you go. There you
Hmm.
go. When I hear this, I mean, wow.
So
There you go. It's not standards different on the field of players and manager, bro. The
correct.
club structure, bro. You see?
But
And that's why I say,
I also feel it's the age lah, because you see, now I'm thinking about it, the point that I said about the age, because when he
mm,
came, he actually tried that system off the bat,
3-5-2?
I yeah
3-5,
did he
3-4-3, sorry. Yeah.
when did he try the system, the new system, or now,
He
or
No,
first
no,
game?
4 years from Sporting Lisbon when
No,
he
I
get
know,
into
like when he came to MU.
straight away during his switch,
straight,
he started there.
immediate.
Yeah.
You see, this is the thing, you see, last season's Premier League champions, Liverpool, is a club side.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
They are playing now. This season, they're not playing that style anymore at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, Slot came in, he just tweaked a few things, and that's it.
Exactly.
Jalan, yeah. And
Exactly.
I think it's
Exactly.
come to maturity as well, lah.
You see, at the end, okay. So here's the part. This is what I feel. Yes. You want to talk history? I mean, a bit of we backtrack lah. I think max 7, 8, 10 seasons, whatever. I think Sharif, we spoke about this separately. This 3-4-3, 3-4-2, 1-3-5-2. United explored it the first time. If you all can remember,
Louis went out.
Louis van
Louis
Gaal.
went out.
When he took the United job, he immediately introduced the 3-5-2, where United has always been playing with the 4-4-2, the 4-3-3s, and all that stuff.
4-4-1,
Then you
one. Yeah.
I'm going to put David Moyes out of the equation, lah. Let's not go there. He only had 10 months in the job, lah. So not enough time for anything. Louis van Gaal, okay, proven success across Europe, okay, takes the United job immediately 3-5-2. Did it work? The players, he didn't have the players to play that system. Okay, fumbled. We still went back to the four at the back. In that few years, we had Antonio Conte, who took the Chelsea job,
They won, yeah.
played the 3-4-3, fucking won the league.
But before that, he
Anyone
did not
else I
start
missed?
with 3-4-3. He did not
Okay,
start
maybe
with
he
a
didn't
3-4-3.
start, yeah.
he didn't. That's the difference.
He used, yes. I think I shared with you, Matt. He challenged the players.
To
He
play
challenged
the
the
back
players.
four first, correct. I
To
remember.
play
Yeah,
the
so
4 the Mourinho style, 4-5-1 or 4
yes.
4. You're right. And I think after 3 games, they say, okay, I tried your style, right? I give everything. It's not like I'm hoping for it to fail. I give you
Correct.
everything, blah blah blah. Now you play my style. They won the league, right?
And they won
Same
the
goes
league.
to
So
same goes
Thomas
to
Tuchel.
Tuchel as well.
Thomas Tuchel. Same
But
thing.
to be
Tuchel,
fair, they were runaway leaders at Chelsea. That means they didn't have proper title challenges at that season, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey,
If
Well,
I'm not mistaken, lah. I mean, I never seen
wait,
Chelsea chase
okay,
Pep
wait.
Guardiola. I always
I
think
get
that
mixed
let
up.
me Google that. See who was it.
please, because I always believe that Chelsea they always were runaway title leaders. That means the first like few games they're very good.
But you can say that. But I this is the part I get confused.
Maybe a point, yeah. But
Hmm.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
When you said that, you see Bang, when you were saying that they didn't have any other teams were contending, now help me recall. Again, I'm testing everyone's memory here.
Oh.
The famous Gerrard slip.
No,
Mm.
Was
that
that
one was tight.
was
That was
that
tight.
Mourinho's Chelsea?
That was Mourinho's
Uh,
Chelsea. Yeah,
that
that was
was
Mourinho's
Mourinho's
Chelsea.
Mourinho's
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yeah, that means the season
Yeah.
after that lah. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. I see.
English,
Okay,
so last they won English champion was 16-17.
there you have it.
Yeah, maybe not so yeah, I think 16-17, I think that's also
Yeah,
was the
but
year where
so my point,
Jurgen
right?
Klopp just came in, Pep was
Yeah,
building up, yeah.
correct.
Yeah,
Takes
it's the
But
time.
years of first. Yeah.
the point is he created players. You know, he did not buy right wing backs. Victor Moses
Hmm.
played right wing back, and
Right
then
wing back.
what
Yeah.
I forgot the left, and then Lampard could play in that system. Lampard was there, right? Before he
Yeah.
retired,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean,
But
I
I just want to say one thing. Just sorry
mm,
to interrupt.
no, go
Uh,
good.
it's a generational thing as well, because you see, last time managers can tell anything to the players. You shut up and
Yeah,
listen and just do whatever I
yeah,
say. Like
correct.
now, Pep Guardiola, he cannot even tell Phil Foden, get
Mm,
angry at him. There is
mm,
a news which told that Phil Foden actually told me back, this is a professional setting. You can't be telling me this. We don't live in that age and day and age
mm,
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
So I mean, it's how you view football, right? Like
mm,
how nostalgic can be in the past, like how men's game and so called and everything, and now it's changing as well. So
mm.
I don't know.
Yeah lah.
So
Well, yeah, I can agree to a certain extent when you say generational. Hence, we had Bruno Fernandes who gets knocked by the referee, and after he didn't even say
ah,
sorry to me.
no, he
Yeah,
was.
Is it fucking
even
generational shits?
even I agree with you, because people also were saying,
Yeah,
if you bring Alex Ferguson now, no
it won't
one
work.
will.
He's in
He
prison
will.
now.
Maybe he's
It
in
won't work.
prison or
Hey,
something, right?
harassment case lah. I think the HR will call
No,
him harassment.
Correct.
Yeah.
But one thing I like about these title-winning managers, right? Or managers who, who the standards there, right? You know, your Paps, your Klopps,
mm-hmm.
you know, they did also have play issue. Klopp had a play issue with Sadio Mane and Salah, but they still won.
Mm-hmm.
You see, uh, City as well. I think Haaland and what is his name, the one that went to Atletico Madrid. Uh,
This one. I like this guy lah. This is a
the
good player.
Argentinian striker, right?
The Argentinian striker.
Yeah, forgot his name. Yeah,
His name.
you guys know, and then he also kutuk in the press that Kevin De Bruyne was fat. Well, he came to the preseason, was not right. They still win the treble, right? So
Yep.
so somehow I know maybe
Julian
this
Alvarez.
Julian Alvarez. Yeah, there you go,
Ah,
Julian Alvarez, right? So it's like what I can compare between Haaland and Julian Alvarez was when MU had Ruud van Nistelrooy and Zaha. Both of these
yep.
striker dua tengah perform, right?
Mm-hmm.
In their own way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And two wants to play, right? And one needs to sacrifice, and then it same also goes to Salah and Mane as well, right?
But
So
yeah,
So Salah and Mane was about selfishness actually, because
mm,
Mane doesn't want to get the penalty because the penalty Salah will take.
ah
And in my honest opinion, I think that Mane scores the first goal, which is the hardest goal to score, more than
mm,
Salah. So
mm,
that's why among our friends also who are Liverpool
mm,
fan, I always
mm.
rate Mane higher than
And
Salah.
Salah.
Yeah,
oh,
because he
but you
gets
get
the
a lot
first
of
goal.
debate. You get a lot of
Yeah, I
debate
mean,
on that. Yeah.
because
Yep.
I don't know. Well, I got a story for that anyway.
That's a
But
story for another day, lah. So
yeah. So the fact is that I feel that the first goal scorers are more critical than your so-called, regular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Penalty merchant, right? Yeah. But my point exactly.
yeah, go on.
I mean, it's not roses and perfumes and daisies all the road for clubs
No, it
for you
wasn't. No.
for Pep Guardiola. They had issue as well, and now we are seeing also Pep is rebuilding internally as well, not because of his players as well.
mm-hmm.
I know there's a generation gap, but there's a latest interview as well. I think Joe Hart and I forgot another guy. Uh, Matt, you could
Yeah,
help me
I
here.
think I saw this. He
I
told
Joe,
about
have
Pep.
not seen that yet. I have not
yes,
seen
correct.
that yet.
He say it was really brutal
Brutal, yeah.
when how he dropped them as well. You see,
Yeah, yeah.
so
How he dropped
so
them.
so so this is what this is what I think missing in Man United, Matt Kuhan, right? I mean, okay, I do not want to go into tactics and everything, right? Okay, maybe certain games that we could want with a better tactics,
Mm-hmm.
especially with Spurs in the Europa Final League final. I think if uh if you
Everyone knows how to beat Spurs, except
correct. Yeah, and if you could not coach a team in final to win, especially you are the favorites, like MU with Villarreal, right? I
Mm-hmm.
told during that game, I told Ole Gunnar tak boleh, but because people has the sentiment of I want my own Pep, I'm speaking from a Manchester United. I have a Manchester United banner here, but during that time, I will told Matt, he got to go. Same also goes to during the Europa League for with Spurs. Spurs like broken team, bro. Spurs it
broken.
was
Yeah.
like Spurs like what MU 2 days ago. Broken, bro. They were like I don't know what to do. They were just sitting back, and then even they got the scrappy goal, so they like, hey, kita dapat goal lah, bro. Something like
No, they were all
right.
gung ho actually. Attack sampai
Oh,
mati. And
ah,
it's easy to defend actually macam tu.
Yeah.
correct, and it's just like okay, and it's everything, and then I feel that game now changed Spurs, and which helped Thomas Frank as well, right? Maybe that game I will tell you, okay, it's down to tactics, but if we are telling about Greensby Town, and this I may disagree with a lot of Man United fans out there. I don't think it's about tactics, lah. I
No,
mean,
it wasn't.
it's
It
about
wasn't.
this, lah. It's
It
about this.
wasn't.
Yeah, it's about this. It's about mentality, lah. I
Yep.
mean, you put in 11-year-old coach Mac ke apa siapa you put in boleh menang lah. Tak ada coach, tak ada manager. Bruno jadi manager pun you can menang. Like I say lah, Jabatan Perikanan Malaysia, this is a fishing village, man.
But to be fair, that
Mm.
team had some form, and the best part of it, it is not their strongest 11.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
They rotate.
It's-
They rotate. This is the best part. They rotate their players, man.
Yeah,
And,
they rotate their players.
knowing MU coming, they did not change anything. Let's play 5. Let's park the
Correct.
bus.
Yeah lah.
Let's
Standard.
counter. No,
Standard.
what couldn't say. You know what? We have the form. Let's play and let's get and the crowd was not that big as well. With all due respect, it was 20,000 only.
Correct.
But the Man United players could not play with that, and this is why I say it's rotten, Matt. When it's rotten, it's for how many years since Alex Ferguson left, from David Moyes until now, there's no consequences of playing back. There's no consequences at all, and this is what
But,
Joe Hart said. This is I will just say, and then I'll give you back.
Yeah.
This is what Joe Hart said in his interview as well. He thought he was playing well,
Yep.
but he was not to Pep Guardiola's liking.
Standard.
You understand? Pep Guardiola does not like to put the ball up, like to just clear ball, no nonsense and everything, right? It was not to Pep Guardiola liking. You see how that standard, even though you play well, no bro. Even though you play, you don't do that Onana mistakes,
Let's not go there lah.
Onana should not wear an MU jersey. You know what? I blame Amorim for playing Onana out of position.
Correct.
What position?
His real position is outside of the stadium, man. Okay,
He's
go to
outside.
yeah,
But
good. What you were saying, yeah.
But to be fair, since Sir Alex Ferguson left, this is how things decline.
Yep.
Everything under the sun, we know the Nokia, the Intels, your big company. This is how it declines. It just gets worse. Actually, I mean, like that's why I think, like I think I used to tell this to Matt. I think Matt might agree with me in this. The only way MU can come up is through relegation.
Yeah, and I've agreed with it. I totally agree. I said this
Yeah.
even last season.
Yeah,
I couldn't
It
agree
is-
more.
yeah,
And I have asked, in
Yeah,
fact,
great.
So I
and
mean,
coming from a club which has been relegated,
I know.
exactly.
So
So I know for those who are tuning in, right? So if you that's a pretty big statement, right? However, if for those who are tuning in and watching this, if you think that United needs a relegation and a clean slate, drop
Your
us your
thoughts,
comments,
yeah.
man. Just drop us your comments. Let us know your thoughts on that as well, man.
The
I mean, of
counter
course,
argument for that was,
yeah.
teams have come out from it and became better. I mean, like not from
Mm.
relegation, from just
Mm-hmm,
normal, like what MU is going through. That's the
mm-hmm,
counter argument. I
mm-hmm.
mean, but I've never seen any big club decline this badly
To
that
this
fast,
extent,
actually.
yeah, geez, to
Let
this
me
extent,
Yeah.
no, no.
let me say my piece of mind now. Why
Okay,
it
go on.
is why it is declining? Because from you see, a lot of people are saying the Glazers, and I agree. Before I disagree. Then now I agree, right? Because Sir Alex was also under the Glazers as well. 2006.
Mm,
Glazers
2000,
did not came in
after
after
that,
Sir
yeah.
Alex, right? Glazers was
mm,
in there. Woodward was there, right?
Mm-hmm,
Woodward was the one who bring Cristiano Ronaldo, bro. Right?
mm.
So the only thing that what happened after Sir Alex is that the Glazers, the Woodwards, and everything. This is where they became the front figure for United, right? Because
mm-hmm.
previously you had Sir Alex do everything. Sir Alex,
And David
he's like,
Gill. And
yeah, and
David
David
Gill.
Gill, and then
Yes.
Peter Kenyon before that, and everything, right?
Yes.
And then after David Gill went off, then it's always football, it's football, right? And they take care the commercial part, they take care the expansions and everything, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, right? But when Sir Alex left, he did not left just a manager or a coach position. He left the entire football decision making from top to bottom.
Yep.
Imagine right now the I just gave you the example of the decision making to bring
Mm.
what Arne Slot in, right? Imagine
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that those decision goes through multiple players, sorry, not
Mm-hmm.
multiple people, but in Man United for the past, what, I don't know, 27, 28 years when Sir Alex in, he's the one. He's the person who decide,
Yeah.
okay, this is how I'm going to play. All right, I need to bring this type of players, and I want you guys only scout this type of players. No data, no psychometric, whatever, blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah. This is it.
Yep.
This is it. Simple
All
as that.
through the optics only, because he drives
All
around
to that.
seeing
Yep.
players.
Yep.
Ah.
And how he can long lasting because of his adaptation, right? With the
Mm-hmm.
4-4-2, with the 4-4-1-1, 4-3-3, when Mourinho came in and everything, blah blah blah. Okay, enough it this one. Then then you see, then it's all about patches. Right?
Mm.
Earlier, we are always behind. We are always behind. The first thing they should do after what do you call that? After Ferguson left was to appoint all these empty spaces. The sporting directors, the technical directors, to have, okay, now after Sir Alex went off, okay, how I want to play, okay,
Mm-hmm.
but to have to play, you need to have a proper manager, right? Or meaning a proper, and that's where I feel, they thought Moyes can bring that, they thought Louis Van Gaal can bring that, right? And then they started doing, we have a lot of money, right? We do not need to win games, we just do the commercial part, and that's why Louis Van Gaal was saying it's a commercial,
It's a
football, blah
commercial
blah
club.
blah,
Yep.
and that did not hit well. That's why Woodward goes away, because he was running the club commercially. Meaning,
I
even though
mean,
we
but
lose, Kuhan, even though we lose,
what?
even though we do not win anything, we still earn more
You're there.
than
Yeah.
that City, and that's why we still can afford, all the big signings like
Yeah,
Angel Di
yeah, yeah.
Maria and all those stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even though not
PSR.
winning, bro. Even though not winning, yeah, because of those commercial stuff. And after that, it's all about experiment, patching stuff, closing the importance. I think it's only when Ole Gunnar came in, then only they started to hire Darren Fletcher. That also I do not know
Mm,
how lah
mm.
they hired Darren Fletcher. Then you have the guy who sit in the bar who explain, the guy, I forgot the fat guy name. Uh
Uh, John Murter, I think.
John Mutter,
I
yeah.
was about to
Yeah.
say Mike Ashley, actually.
No.
And then now you have the Ineos as well, right?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
for me, it declines because we did not change anything. We are still operating the 10 years before, how we did. We only just patch the cracks. Okay, okay, oh, now we are doing this. Okay, now I do this. Okay, now I do this. It's always behind. It's always
Mm-hmm.
behind.
So in
We did not have.
in other words, you guys are playing catch up with all the other teams lah who have evolved
I
lah.
That is it. That is it. Even how long it takes to have a data department, Kuhan.
Yeah, that is like that
Ah,
Correct.
is
ah.
Yep.
Even some club also having the, the psychometric or whatever, don't know lah, the
yeah, they have
physiotherapy.
that
Yeah,
also.
MU did not
Mm.
have that. MU did not have that.
But by the way, do you want just a fun fact lah? Do you know which manager brought in the most members of food, psychometric, all these stats and all this? Not necessarily stats lah. The tweaking of football. Guess lah.
I think Klopp.
No, way
Good.
before that.
Ooh.
I mean, guess lah. I mean, just guess. Your wild guess lah. Wait,
I don't know.
lamanya fikir.
Give lah.
You mean
Bet.
Premier League?
Okay. In the Premier League lah. In the Premier League.
Pep.
No,
Oh,
not Pep. Because these Premier League people, before this one man, they used to eat steak and then they'll go and play.
Yeah, fish and chips.
Hisap rokok. Oh God, the person who actually changed it first in a footballer's lifestyle, like now it's footballer's lifestyle is a boring life, very structured. Morning wake up, you have to do X, Y, Z, conditioning, blah, blah, and everything. That was Arsene Wenger. But the second guy who made it really big, made it for even for mental health and all these things, was Sam Allardyce in his Bolton time, where he took all the old guys and make them super fit according to their age. I mean, they're not world beaters, but they were, good enough actually, Premier League level.
Right, guys,
That's
so-
interesting.
Interesting
That's
topics,
nice.
man.
Long topic, man.
Exactly.
Banyak tempat lah.
So,
Oh.
so moving on to the next one, right? So I'm going to probably want to skip a few stuff and all that, but probably the next thing I'm going to talk about, or perhaps
What's
get
next for MU?
your insights on it, is it's probably correlated as well. Yeah. So as much as I would like, I mean, of course, we've spoken always about United, and of course with other clubs and all the history a bit of those booba and all that stuff, right? Now we are talking about coming back to current times, right? The Isak saga. It's ongoing Isak saga. Yes, Newcastle, of course, got beaten by Liverpool. I know there was some level of, banters and
The Isak
frustrations
derby.
happening on the
Well,
side.
we got beaten by Liverpool, but we outplayed Liverpool. There's two different things.
Say again?
So we got beaten by Liverpool, but
Yep.
we also outplayed Liverpool.
I
With
can
10
agree.
men.
I can
With
agree.
10
With
men,
10 men.
without
With
also,
Yep.
with and without, both times actually. You guys didn't watch the match.
No lah. It's too early for
I
us.
could not lie. I could not.
Too early. No, I watched and yes, I was disappointed when it was 2-0 down, like what the hell, like that. But when they came back and all these things it didn't feel like a loss, to be honest with you. It was like,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is 10-man team and they were pinning the current champions.
And this is without Isak, huh?
No Isak.
Yeah.
And I thought that in the first half, Gordon got chances, but he's not a striker. He just doesn't. I think the moment he stopped the ball, he wants to run at it. So that poise, there's a certain striker mentality you need. I think. So he's not that. So it's very, very clear actually. But I thought we'll get something out of the game. But at the end of the game, I was a bit sad. Yeah, we lose it.
Yes.
The reason why we lost is also because the midfield actually thought they could snatch it from Liverpool at the moment the pass went to Salah actually. So if you see the goal, there is a gap actually between the midfield and the defense. That's when the brilliant movement is what Slobosai will do for the goal to happen. But you see the mentality. They were it's like what 98 minutes or something like that. So
They're still looking for goal, yeah.
the 10 men still thinking that they can beat this team. That is, come on, man. As a fan, you shouldn't be having any bad feelings about this, right? Supposed to be a proud woman. I've never been proud of the team except for this part. Never ever. This is like
and again,
the
right?
highest.
You see, mentality, right?
Yeah,
You see,
I was about to
yeah,
say that. You see?
mentality. So it's shocking, like it's shocking, right? But then
I'm sorry to say, like, if it was MU after 2-0 down, that's it. I will be 5-0 after that. I sad to say, man, and yeah, I did not watch the match, but I agree with you. I when you say that, after even though during 90 minutes, it looks like Newcastle was the one who wants the 3 points more than Liverpool, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So now which leads to the question, right?
Isak saga.
Yeah, so part of that. So it leads to my question as well.
Habis lah. Hey, we can finish this really fast now. The Isak saga.
Isak is going for Liverpool this, done and deal.
so hence my
Yeah, I think it's
question.
done. Yeah.
Do you think the transfer will confirm? Like he will leave? Or do
Okay.
you want that to happen?
Ah.
I mean, okay, the two different questions lah. So okay, let's start like this lah. From a fan who assumes that we're not going to sell Isak at all.
Mhm.
Mm.
And you have to understand, he was in the promotional for the new season, the baju
Yep.
baru, songkok
Mhm.
baru, all the one, he was all involved in that, in all
Mm.
these things all.
Yep.
And suddenly, bam, he wants to leave.
Mm.
So you
So
have
is it a
to
player problem or is it an agent problem?
can be both, but his agent is also a bit weird. He's banned in Ajax and PSV.
Oh.
He was involved in, I mean, a certain famous Russian oligarch, Roman Abramovich, in some
Oh,
other dubious
right.
stuff as well. And
Right.
he wants to retire, so he wants his big paycheck. And he is
Mhm.
also the agent for Martinez, who is now in Aston Villa. You know what's happening there as well. So
Mhm.
all this is happening, and Liverpool is famous of doing this. I
Mhm.
guess the last play they did was Van Dijk. I
Mm.
mean,
Mhm.
if you remember this, I mean, players do this. I don't think the club is the one instigate them to do this, but it's always, and everything was going through the agent. Anyway,
Agents, yeah.
the point is that it is not about wanting to sell the player. 150 million is good money. We should sell him.
Mm.
We should sell him.
150, yeah.
Yeah,
150. Yeah.
that's the price. I mean,
That's
it
the
was
price.
funny. It was funny today. I got a message. I was just texting my friend. We have a group of friends school boys and everything. Funnily, we have a Chelsea fan, we have a Liverpool fan, we have Newcastle fan, no MU fan in that group.
Must be sleeping.
No, it was kind of. So I was just texting the group that what is this? The Champions League draw for Newcastle, and then I just told there's a certain player from Stuttgart is going to come. So and then my Liverpool fan just text me and said, "Alah, kalau pekerja tu mau belah pergi tempat kerja lain, bagilah. Majikan kena bagilah." And then I was like, "Yalah, kena bagilah. But you have bayarlah. Ini bukan jualan ramah."
Correct.
So
Right,
I mean,
bayar lah. Fuck, show the
kena
money,
bayar
yeah.
lah, itu je. So I mean, that's what we are waiting for. I mean, I think Newcastle got their striker, which
I
from
wanted to ask
Stuttgart.
that as well. Yeah, I wanted
Yeah,
to ask that as well, yeah. Because
yeah, and
I do believe the Isak saga started because they miss out Sesko. I think if they got Sesko, then Isak okay, keluar lah you. I think they
no,
just need
but you see, the thing is, they tried for before the Isak saga, they wanted João Pedro and not to replace Isak
Yes.
actually,
Yeah,
because
it wasn't.
Newcastle struggled against team with low blocks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I see them. Like when I see Newcastle play when they're playing against a big team, like we'll be playing Barcelona, confident. Like I mean, I think Matthew, you saw in the message, right? I want all the big guys, the Real Madrids, the Barcelonas, the
And they
Bayern.
had
I want
it.
them
And
all
they
to
got
play
it.
with Newcastle, and we got it, which is
And they
great.
got it.
And the reason is because they are motivated to play big teams, but when come to
Correct.
the small team, the lower block, they struggle. So that's
Correct.
why players like João Pedro is very very good
yeah,
actually.
correct.
Yes.
So it was not an Isak replacement at all, actually. Ekitike was a Isak replacement. Yeah.
Right. So and yeah, once again, right, the season of hijacks lah. With Xavi Simons going to Spurs, and of course,
Who's this guy? Is he good?
well,
Good.
he played. Well, he played with.
I
Well,
never heard.
he played with
He's-
Sesko.
and,
That's
Um,
and also in PSG as well.
Okay.
So
And,
yeah, so
and I think he was one of the top young player during the latest Euro as well. But of
Okay.
course, Lamine Yamal was the one, right?
Yep.
But you know lah, Dutch, right?
But-
I mean, you couldn't go far lah because you have certain area that you have superstars, and in certain areas you have the onanas lah. You know what I mean? Memang tak boleh go anywhere lah. You know, your defenders are playing like I don't know, like FC20 or something like that, right? Yeah, I might be wrong, but you know, not there yet with all due respect, right? Yeah, that's why I feel the Dutch team could not go far. Yeah. But Xavi Simons is
yeah.
good
But
player.
Okay.
But when you but separately as well, Kuhan, you were saying that a lot of teams strikers are from the Bundesliga
Yeah. Now, yeah.
currently.
Except
Actually,
for I can't
that
pronounce
got
his
me
name well
thinking.
actually.
Who I'm to name a few. To name a few. So of course, Sesko, obviously. Sesko is the one I can think of now. Ekitike. Who else?
This the Newcastle new striker, Waldemar. I don't know how to pronounce his name yet. I haven't heard it
Voldemort,
yet.
yeah.
Waldemar.
He was
Yeah.
from.
Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Wow. All taking
I think
from.
German has the how do I say, the no nonsense striker lah. I do not want to say like
I
Haaland, but
sometimes I tend to beg to differ on that.
uh,
We had some rejects from there.
come
It
again, come
was
again. We
so
had what?
there were some rejects from there, all from the Bundesliga. Oh, all
This
up
guy lah,
and
the
all
one
that.
went to Chelsea actually, who
Timo
played for
Werner lah.
Leipzig. Timo
Timo
Werner.
Werner.
Hey, Timo Werner was God lah, actually here.
He was
Yeah.
worshipped there.
Yeah.
But when he became a I don't know what you want to call it lah.
He
Oh
became
man.
Temu Temu.
Temu.
Dia ingat beli Shopee sampai dari
Yeah.
Temu.
Man, let's hope not Sesko is not there, right? Because I think yeah, sorry to bring back, but like what Kuhan said, he stepped up on 10th penalty. I mean, yeah, I mean this is where you are playing 90 minutes. The first game that you are playing 90 minutes, you should he looks like broken, man. When I saw the highlights from the first half, second half, he looks like Rasmus Højlund already, bro. After three
Yeah, but
games.
I think Newcastle dodged a bullet with that.
You know,
Yep.
hey, I
Let's
just
see
told
if-
Matt. I just told Matt,
Never know.
not just a couple of days ago or months ago, that Sesko was the
Hijacks, yeah.
Arsenal, who they want, who they don't want, everyone they want, every striker. Hey, tomorrow you score 3 goals in futsal, they will come Arsenal link with Sheriff. Arsenal wants every striker under the sun. Yeah, I think Sesko moved to MU. As I said earlier, probably he likes MU. The other point is MU can pay more, the wages. Newcastle bid for the value higher than MU. But the wages, I
the
think
fee-
MU beats them.
All their current signings, right? They Mbeumo, Cunha, Mateus Cunha, I mean Diego Leon and Sesko and all. It's nothing more than 200. Nothing more than 200K per
I
week.
think the highest paid Newcastle player is Bruno Fernandes, who's probably at 150 or 180, actually. So Sesko cannot be above than the captain. So you have to...
Maybe lah.
Yeah, so that's why I was quite confident that Sesko... They promised him Isak, they talked to him on Monday, I think, the Saudi guys. And then they told, okay, we double, but he don't want.
So you see, this is was there a... But again, you see, is okay, the deputy to Isak. Who is it?
Who are you talking about now?
Yeah, currently. The deputy to Isak. Striker.
We had Callum Wilson. But Callum Wilson was very injury prone, and towards the end, he was a brilliant servant for Newcastle.
So this is the part where I still say, I don't know if there's I'm not sure if there's you can call it a misunderstanding lah. Come on lah, guys. I mean you guys are in the Champions League lah, and they could, I would like to think they could have still negotiated something, right? And if let's just say they did sign Sesko, and I don't know, was Isak worried that he's not going to get more game time to play? Because we got Champions League, rotation, all these bullshits and all that.
Sesko was supposed to be a Callum Wilson replacement, not an Isak replacement. Because you see, they wouldn't have let go of Wilson. Wilson was let go. His contract, they negotiate something. Tajadi, they let go for free. Because Isak was always being in the plan. You understand, right? They were completely caught off ground. But having said that, now I ask you the question, lah. You see, a lot of people think that Newcastle are in trouble because they have to sell their top strikers and everything. But do you see who they brought in? They brought in. That is now lah. They bought Ilanga. They got Jacob Ramsey. They got Malik Chow. They actually strengthening in places where it's like almost every position got double players already, except the striking department now.
Okay, so bring
Fixture
up the
is
next 10 fixtures. Okay, after Liverpool. After Liverpool, 10 games from there.
they're playing Leeds next.
Mhm.
Leeds will be a
That's a
draw.
win lah.
Leeds a draw. No
So
striker,
you're
ma.
saying a draw. Oh, okay.
I think the only challenging team, okay, until Wolves, I think the only challenging team is City. Wolves is winnable. Arsenal is doing them every season. Come on. Forest will struggle. Forest will struggle because we got former player curse. Chris Wood scored a hat trick last season against us. Brighton, the West Ham is easy. The tricky ones, which Newcastle always struggle. Again, the low block teams, which will play against us. This Brentford, Brighton. These are the two teams which I see. Bournemouth. So these are
Bournemouth,
the
yeah.
teams where you see the results. In my opinion, is not about the. I mean, you want to win, but sometimes the performance, how you're trying to break the team open, also matters.
Mm-hmm.
So
True.
it's like if like assume that the last game of MU, if they would have played brilliantly and they still lost through penalties, the conversation will be different.
Yep.
So when Newcastle, when they play against Brighton and Brentford, you can see it's like everything, they just cannot break in the
Mhm.
team. So that is why I said like that those are the tricky ones lah.
So Brentford.
Brentford, yeah. I think hopefully we will do one for City lah. For after like I can't remember when's the last time we beat City actually. And Everton made us nervous lah last season, and we
So
needed the grace of Man United to help us out.
so out of the 10 games, the 6 games, it's a win lah. You're saying it's
Win
a
lah.
win? So that's
Win
18
lah.
points. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Well,
Yeah. And
next 10
I'm
games,
looking forward.
the
You
next
predict
10
what?
games, I predicted for United to at least clinch 12 points. Sharif said 9s. So let's see, man, until
Wow.
game
So
week.
18, 12, 9, huh?
Yeah. So you're more confident. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll struggle with the striking department. Yeah.
Right. So I think we've come to the end of the show, man. So really great topics, nice, very interesting discussions. I mean, from United to Newcastle. And of course, I'm probably gonna end this show by probably just giving it like a food for thought or something like that, right? But I mean, you guys want to answer it, go ahead. I don't know. I'm just thinking off the cuff, right? Before we just end the show. By the end of, by the transfer window close, which is I think 31st or 1st, right?
Monday.
It's coming Monday, I think. Yeah.
First, yeah.
So, and Isak doesn't get sold. He still remains on the bench, or
no? I think he will refuse to pay. He'll play for internationals because he doesn't want to get injured. So because he'll be definitely sold in January lah. Or maybe he'll get loaned to Saudi or something like that. I don't see him. I think Eddie Howe says that he wants to integrate him and everything, but I mean,
I think, yeah.
I don't know.
You know what?
I mean,
on this note, right?
And sack his agent. That's the point.
Yes. I fucking second that. Seriously.
Bermaaf,
it's not just player problem, you know. I feel it's a fucking agent.
Yeah.
I don't understand this.
Ni apa? Ingat hari raya ke?
So I totally second that. I see it. Serious.
Yeah. No, it feels like a breakup, to be honest with you. But at the same time, I mean, like I was speaking to a fellow Newcastle fan today. He told, this is the only time you're going to get 150 million for him.
I agree. They should sell him.
Yeah.
And Sharif, we said we were discussing the similar thing when United offered 110 million for Bruno Fernandes.
They should have sold it, man. I mean,
I was saying that Sharif went against it. The conversation we had, right? It's like, get rid of most, but you would suggest to keep Bruno Fernandes. Don't sell him. Of course, yeah, we still were talking about last season. If it wasn't for his contribution, whatever, where will we be? And all those mumbo jumbos we spoke of, right? But we are just in the third game of the season, and here we are, debating about fucking, Bruno Fernandes,
He's not a number 10 now. He's playing very deep actually now.
He's playing he's playing deep.
Yeah. I think next season or January, MU have to go for a central midfielder lah.
Yeah, we have to already. Mhm.
Which keeper has never made a mistake in high level football?
Yeah, I totally agree with that, man. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't play that level, but never played at
I
that
think
level. But
every keeper making mistakes is the equivalent of striker missing a sitter.
yep. But anyone but Onana lah.
To be fair, penalty shootout. Come on lah. I mean, even the Italy goalkeeper, the one 94, he didn't save one penalty. So I think Sharif, you critical lah. Because you see, I give you another example lah. Remember, Italy won the World Cup in 2006. I think Buffon made a mistake for Zidane's penalty. He was
Mhm.
too fast to come out for the chip to happen actually. So I mean, you see this happen at the highest level of football and definitely at the lowest lah. And I think, I mean, honestly, I think Onana, if you never see the memes, if you remove all that part all, we will not be very focused on the mistake. It's a
Well,
lot about the
I
attention.
should thank the meme creators, man. At least that kind of like brings me sane
We don't see memes of
and be less
Allison making
critical. But
mistake.
I mean, that is a joke, man. Guy is a joke of a goalkeeper, man. Onana,
Yeah, even Edison. The thing is that he is.
Edison, yeah.
I sometimes feel that Onana is just a target because, and sometimes I'm just trying to be objective actually, because you see, as far as I know, all top keepers have made mistakes. Some even horrendous than what he has done actually. So, but why is he only getting the attention? So sometimes you have to think beyond just footballing. He
Huh.
had one good season in Inter actually.
Yeah, and he costed us 55 million.
Quite
That's
expensive.
it's a joke.
But the stick, but Bartes didn't get the stick that how Onana got, I mean, of course, because MU were a better team than lah.
If Roy Carroll was still playing today, I
I
would
think he's a
deploy
good keeper.
Roy.
Yeah.
I think
Roy
Roy
Carroll has no
Carroll is a
issues, yeah.
much more
Yeah.
better keeper than him.
Okay, but then why United is not starting with Dean Henderson? I think Dean Henderson was a fantastic keeper.
Yeah, he was sold. They sold him, what?
Okay,
Toxic.
I say he's a fantastic player because he was from my fantasy team. Oh, okay, I'm confused. Okay, because I liked him. I used to have him a lot in my fantasy team. Then he went to MU. I said, okay lah, bagus. MU are the keeper, but they never used him actually. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, we have come to the end of the show, man. Guys, really thank you for tuning in. Thanks for those who are watching. Thanks for tuning in once again, and to of course our special. I want to avoid saying special guest, but our new member of Ballocks Studios. Of course, we have Kuhan and Sharif as usual. Third episode with me already, and more obviously, the entire season you will be with me. Yeah, you're stuck. Yeah. So
Yep,
stay
he's
tuned.
stuck.
Yeah. So of course, stay tuned to the next episodes where we're covering the post-match reviews on the upcoming game week 3. I think we are in game week 3 already on the English Premier League. So once again, for those who are new to this channel, drop your likes, hit that subscribe button, drop your comments as well, suggest topics if you want to even be critical to any of our statements, whatever we have shared, go ahead. Remember, this is just none other than just banters and fun talks on football, but of course there are realities there as well. Thanks again, for tuning in, and of course to you guys. I know it's as mentioned, it's quite late for us, so once again, stay tuned to our next episode. Have a good evening. Have a good day to all watching. Peace out. Cheers.